There we go. Good enough. Good enough by me. Okay, I got a new flat PR. It's a sub 16, so we'll just look at that quickly since I didn't get the full course to personal best. So yeah. So yeah, I used the shroom there. Maybe not the best use, but I managed to pivot out of it to just okay. And then I sort of managed to get out of that mess quickly. Got the MT, just barely got the sub 16, so it could have been better, but we'll get a better time soon enough. Try to get intermediate on this. Barely missed intermediate by a frame, which is cool. If I didn't run into the grass nearly as much there, I would have had a better time. The MT there, missing that was pretty crucial as well. So yeah, there it is. I accidentally improved my 5 lap time when I was going for a fast lap PR, so I'll just quickly show that. I was trying to get the 5 lap PR, which almost worked out, but unfortunately I missed this MT here. I had a rough stretch on the mid area. The MT came out late on the last one too, so I guess I just kept on going to try to see if I could improve this time some more. And all the laps after that just went from like decent to halfway solid, halfway decent to solid. Yeah, those 17s were kind of just popping up all the time. Yeah, just a bunch of 17s, and I think there was an 18 at the end, but we'll check. I just ran too much into the grass on some of these postings to get a higher beginner time, so... Yeah, I ran into the side there on that first one. And this last lap is anything but notable. Yeah. Could have been a sub 126, but it wasn't. So we'll try to get a sub 15 on the flap, and if I do, I'm going to move on. Maybe I'll get another 5 lap PR, who knows. Okay, let's see if I can get this replay through without it crashing. Not too hopeful, but we'll see. I forgot to use 2 of my shrooms in this one. I think I only managed to use 1. Well, this is pretty unrefined. I've got a lot of work to do on this course. Mostly just navigating these sharp turns a little bit better. I can do a lot better, I'll say that much. Yeah, I forgot to use them on lap 3. I think I got lap 4 and 5. Yeah, I forgot I was on lap 5 and not lap 4. Here, I'm thinking I was on lap 3. Which I would not figure out until, like, the last lap, where I was like, oh, hey, I messed up. I done goofed. Yeah. I done goofed. I only managed to use 2 of my mushrooms, so. Cool. Okay, let's, yeah, there we go. Quickly, yeah. Aw. Come on, no, not right now. Come on, I just want both audio channels. That's more like it. No. Oh, great, cool. Alright, got the beginner time. Let's see what I did wrong. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 laps in here where I missed the that I wasn't quite able to notch out. So yeah, I was able to get some more so yeah, this last one was actually really well navigated. Didn't really crash into that much. Yeah. Pretty slick for the most part, aside from this small area where I just went slightly off track. Then I immediately kicked in the shroom on that one. So, yeah. Very good. Not going to keep the replay so I can get the data saved. There we go. Yeah. Because my GameCube... Okay, we'll just look at the flap and then I'm gonna bring it back. Yeah, not much to write home about. It was good, but like it also solid movement for the most part. Need to take the corners a little bit tighter. Yeah, if I didn't run into that wall, probably would have sub-19'd. There you go. Alright, picked up the sub-18 flap. Almost got another overall personal best, but didn't quite work out due to lap 4, tragically. Lost like 3 to 5 seconds there. I think there was a minor bonk on one of these where it slowed me down just a tiny bit, but it was not enough for me to... Okay, just maybe the minorest of nicks. Yeah. Still quite good, but... Yeah. That's where I'm at. Wow. I made quite the cut there. The flap was nothing perfect, nothing great. It was solid for my standards, but the 5-lap run, I'm surprised I kept it together so well. Yeah, I had a little bit of a bump in this last stretch that prevented me from getting something faster, closer to a sub 18. Yeah, see that there. Lost me a little bit of time. But fortunately, kept it together. That got the flap. And then you can see that I just kept it decent enough every single lap. Where I had all 20s and I was close to sub 140 actually. Surprising, really. Because I'm not very good at this game. Yeah. Yeah, these laps were all barely subs. Oh, please. Keep it together. Okay. Yeah, barely kept the capture card together for that one. So there you go. All very solid laps without shrooms. Very surprised I pulled that off. Accidental intermediate flap. And then I barely notched a top 200 time with the overall 5 flaps, so let's look at it and then go on to the next course. This track is still rough for me. I don't know what the heck I'm doing it on at half the time. I can't get any of the empties proper. It's so hard to stay on course. I don't really have a good navigation for this. I will learn it later. The last flap is worth talking about. We'll get to that. Yeah, this was just a manageable run. It could be stronger overall. I'm hoping to get a sub 130 on this later down the road, which I'm sure it'll happen. Maybe I'll set my sights a little bit higher. This last flap, now this is a bit more, I stayed on course for the most part for this one too. So, yeah, I had to shroom my way out of that mess. And then take a look at how I managed to clutch out an intermediate on that last one. That was pretty wild. So, cool. I'm done with this one for now. Gotta fill the rest of the timesheet. I managed to quickly collect both beginner times on this, so I'm just gonna run with it and move on to the next course because these are taking forever. This one was troublesome for me, but I still managed to get through it halfway decently. I will go for a much better time. Yeah, barely got out of that mess. This was a true first one try. Just fine. and then I just kind of got my way out of this. Yeah. Nothing to write home about, but it was good enough for both beginners, so yeah, I'm just gonna let that one go. Alright, I'm gonna try to improve this one. But yeah, it's a mess. It can be much better. But mostly just for the sake of the flap. Yeah. I got caught so much in the, like that, the out of bound, like the slow down stretches. That was a, it was a, like, sort of desperate, get me out of this trouble. Yeah, that lap wasn't even that good with the shrooms. Fortunately, I got some MTs to save this run from being a total train wreck. Went out of bounds just for giggles, because of course I would. We'll improve it. Alright, I did improve it very quickly. Yeah, the flap is the highlight here. Even that could still be better. I think I'm just gonna move on to another course, because even though this was still not my desirable time, it was faster, just not like fast by my standards, which would be to get like intermediates. So yeah, picked up the 1087 that way. So I still haven't figured out these turns very well. Like the last half, I guess I got something okay. See, I'll go too soon, then I just fall into the side like that. So I still got room for improvement. But I'll take it for now, I guess. They're both top 200 for some reason. Cool. Alright, I got that immediately. In intermediate time, of course. I still gotta get a better flap. Okie dokes. Got that covered really quickly. I think that's gonna be good enough for me. Alright, get this quickly so I can get a better time on this. If it ever happens, of course. If it weren't for laps 4 and 5, this would be much better. The first 3 laps were not bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be making a little bit of pace if I were able to get more, 'cause this is where the disaster begins. It all began with this, half of the track where I, started crashing into everything. Yep, that's where everything starts slowly falling apart. .21 could have saved like all 3 seconds there. And I streamed late there. And then I crashed and definitely messed that up. And crashed some more there. And I just decided to shroom and hope for the best, and oh, nah. It's hardly the best. We'll get a better time. So the last lap wasn't very good, and I used all the streams on that one, but I still managed an intermediate time somehow. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I managed to keep most of these. Like that 1790 just came out of left field, which is absurd for a non-shroom tracker. Once again, everything kind of just goes a little haywire in the last 2 laps. Specifically lap 5 where I misguided my shrooms pretty badly. Well, that one was actually alright. This is where the disaster begins, like, ooh, too far down. We lost around 2 seconds there alone. A little early on the, yeah. Somehow still an 18, though. That could have been a 16, for sure. Nevertheless, an intermediate time. Alright, let's just quickly watch the flap in question and then ditch it. Alright. We're gonna go to something else. Okay. Last lap had a pretty chokeable end set, so like the first 4 laps were fine enough. So yeah, there's nothing much to write home about. I'm just got myself a lemonade. Gosh, that turn right, those 2 turns are the bane of my existence. I don't know how I get any MT on either one of those. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah. Then I just waited a bit, went a bit too early on that. Still got a beginner time, so I'm just gonna focus on the flap now. And if I get a better time, that's cool too. So I got the flap time I was looking for, and I got the bonus of another 5 lap best on this too. So that's cool, I guess. So we'll take a look at that. Mostly it's just worth looking at for the flap, but yeah. I don't know how the people get this like all 5 to 6 seconds faster, so yeah, that'll be fun to figure out, but we're not gonna have to get there yet. Yeah, and then these laps aren't very special. They're kind of slow, but it's okay. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm still not quite at that point where I handling this course very well, so yeah, that'll take some time. I'll get used to it eventually. I'll try to go for a sub 140 definitely, but I'm just happy to take this for now. And then we'll keep on narrowing it down to eventual full-time sheet, because we're getting there. We're getting there, my dudes. And my peoples. So cool. Got that. Alright. Got an immediate beginner time right away on that one. No clue how Lap 1 was as good as it was without the shrooms. That one I still... Yeah, I don't know. I have a better idea of how to handle these next few laps when I do it next time. The only reason my final lap was not like a flap, it's just simply due to the fact that I was like super badly fumbling around with the shrooms. Not the greatest positions. You can see right here, that was a bad decision. Got me stuck. I was able to get out, but it's still pretty awful. Still somehow got a MT there. Yeah, just have to improve that by like 2 or 3 seconds, and I'd have it a way better time. So that was cool. So I got the intermediate flap right on the last lap, and well, my laps were just good enough for me to not like throw the runaway on lap 5. So yeah, move on to another course. 2 more easy top 200 times, and actually they were bordering on top 150, so these wide turns I just don't quite have the fullest handle on yet. And I'll get used to them. I'll have better routing figured out soon. It's a treat to look at lap 5. The few times I went off did cost me the 120, but it's not like I was going to get that immediately. So yeah, somehow I kept that one on land. That's a miracle in itself. Then, yeah. I don't know how I didn't crash into the side there. So, yeah, I kept it together. Another intermediate time, and yeah, it gets us closer to that 80 out of 80 intermediate times whenever that's going to happen. Not anytime soon. The times for this course are both top 200, but I want something better. Mostly because I got a faster time than the flap that you're seeing right now. Because I got an 8:18 and then I choked the run on lap 3, so. Very cool. I'm probably going to have some soup for dinner once I'm done with this time chart, and then have a really late lunch or something. I don't know. A late lunch, a late dinner. What makes the difference to me? Not really much. Yeah, if I had like somehow, like, I didn't lose any runs to the puddles. I don't know how, but, you know, it is what it is. That almost ruined the run there, actually. Somehow I kept it together and just, like, didn't kill the run off there. Could have very easily died. But yeah, both double top 200. I'm going to try to improve it again. We'll see how we do. So, yeah, I topped the 818 with an 815. Figured I'm just going to be moving on to the last 3 courses after this one. Still didn't quite do that great on lap 5, but it was slightly better. That run almost died right there, and then like on that lap, things could have ended so much worse. Yeah, you can see I handled this first part a tiny bit better, and then I just dipped real deep in there. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, those last 2 laps left a lot to be desired. Could have gotten the intermediate time there, but we'll try it another day. I mean, at this point, I don't care. I got the best time I was looking for. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. If I can make it to the finish line, that is. That's good enough for me. I'm not even gonna bother with this anymore. 1466 is gonna be whatever it is. This course is going to be the death of me. We did it! We did it! I actually got one to finish. What the heck? No freaking way. I actually got one to finish. This sucks. Oh, this course sucks. I'm glad to be done with this lap. I'm gonna go for the flap now. Okay, I finally got a flap for Rainbow Road. I'm gonna get a better 5-lap time. Just gonna look at the flap and nothing else because this is a mess. Really messy 5-lap run. This course I'm struggling with so much. And then I came in clutch with that and managed to get that. But, you know, I'm going to get a better time. So I finally got I've shifted it down to one last track left. So, yeah, we'll watch this one. I clutched it out barely. My jump was super clutch, and I don't know how I managed it, but I did. Yeah, I got through all the shroom cuts just fine. It was nothing special, of course. That one was also very close as well. I pushed this one kind of close. Yeah. That was a little scary. Lost me some time. So yeah, oh man, not half bad. It could be much better, and I'll have to work on those laps some more. Good enough, I guess. Alright, the timesheet is complete. I can be done for the night.